Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 10-Minute Mailbag. My voice has not arrived to the playing field today. I just got back late last night from a bachelor party that was 4 days long in Manhattan. So, I'm in pain. We're recording this at 7:14 in the morning. You're about to listen to this in an hour 45. I'm committed to not missing the upload. Let's go answer your MLB The Show questions. So yes, this is the weekly MLB The Show series in which I take your questions from YouTube and Discord and I answer them like a person should answer questions with good responses. My voice normally doesn't sound like this. We will be better next time. I have 3 questions on deck. We're going to stretch this to 10 minutes. And just so everybody is aware, any weekend classic questions or information or conversation is going to happen in the podcast, the podcast, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, tomorrow. We're going to have a big weekend classic discussion tomorrow. So if you're looking for that, I'm sorry. This stuff will still be good. You'll get it tomorrow. All right, enough rambling. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Our first question today comes from John Hill. What's up, John? What are some stadiums with good batter's eyes? I love Laughing Mountain, but I absolutely hate playing there. You and me both, brother. Hate it there. Ship It is my go-to stadium, both because the batter's eye is the best. In my opinion, is the best batter's eye. But this field also just plays really fair and balanced. It doesn't really have any dead spots. The corner, like the exact corner in left center field and sort of to right center field as well, that's obviously the deepest part of the park. But otherwise, this stadium plays just fine. It's not exactly a launching pad, but it's not a canyon either. I'm a big fan. This one stinks. If you use a lefty pitcher, you're basically cheating. Oak Street's pretty good as well. I have good and bad experiences at Oak Street. I don't know why it's so hit and miss, but it's a pretty park. It's an easy park. It's not too big. I guess it can get a little large to center field, I suppose. But I have both good and bad experiences here, like I said. This one stinks. Capitol Field is probably the most beautiful minor league park in the game. I don't know why I don't play here more. It could be cool to change things up and play here every once in a while. I think Ship It still performs better, but this one's got a really nice batter's eye and is just a good stadium in general. Water Ridge Field's batter's eye is actually okay, but don't play here. Statesman, good batter's eye. Not horrid. Not terrible, but no one ever plays there. Capital Lang actually has a very nice batter's eye. But please, for the love of God, don't play there. What else? Shields batter's eye is okay. Don't play there either, though. Laughing Mountain's batter's eye is much better now, though I don't understand why it looks the way it does. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the minor leagues, Majestic Green has a really nice batter's eye, but God, don't play here either. The basic ones are the ones you want to play at. Ship It, I do still think is the best. Oak Street's good. Capitol's okay as well. If you're looking for major league stadiums, if it'll let me get there, Sutter, is it Sutter or Suter? Someone tell me. Sutter Health Park is okay. A lot of these are tough, right? Because the batter's eye is also obstructed, or it's on an angle, or it's like in Fenway, the batter's eye, they finally just put the tarp down. It's not like an actual black surface vertically. It's just a tarp, which it's hard to, well, they didn't have the tarp in this picture actually, but it's all right. Some of these major league stadiums are just tough. Colorado's okay just because there's nothing really back there that can obstruct your view. And Colorado actually plays really nicely, I think anyway. Yeah, I mean, that's really it. Spring training, no one plays at these places. Classic fields, I only have the Polo Grounds. Don't play there either. So, ultimately play where you perform well. But I do think if you're looking just for a batter's eye, that's something that could switch things up for you. Try Ship It. It's in my mouth. All right, next. Thank you for your question, John. Next. From RA31. Rah! 31. Do you like Clay Buchholz? This was not asked, by the way, in the 10-minute mailbag section of my Discord. This was asked in the lineup advice section of my Discord. So if you're looking for lineup advice, join, and we could talk about your issues. Or anybody can help you. It's a community. It's a family. Do you like Clay Buchholz? I tried him early on, and I wasn't a huge fan, but I've been thinking of giving him another shot, especially considering all the Red Sox I've been using. So if you're using a ton of Red Sox, then yes, probably not a bad idea. I actually have not used Buchholz at all, not even offline. But I will say we can give him a review right now, and I've seen people use him and like him. He's got 5 pitches, sinker primary, also a cutter with a circle change. Already I'm in. I would trade the curveball for a slider in a heartbeat, but Clay Buchholz threw a curveball, so that's why he has it. Pitch controls for the first 3 pitches are really, really good. The cutter and the curveball are yikes. Just be mindful of that. Pitch breaks, very good for the first 3, and then, yikes, that cutter's not good. It's more deceptive than it looks attribute-wise, so it'll be more effective than you think, but in terms of quirks, nothing great. You don't want to play on the road, and you don't want to play at night usually, so that's not going to help you. Captain capabilities, I know they nerfed it, but it's still a good captain boost. If you just get to tier 1, you'll get +3 hits per 9. And hits per 9 is good. He could use some help, so that'll be nice. You'll probably be able to get 6 solid innings with that stamina. You're not going to strike a ton of guys out unless your opponent's chasing, because his K per 9 is low, but his pitching clutch is really, really good. Ooh, really? Sorry, like Mickey Mouse did for a second. Again, working with a voice that doesn't exist. I don't hate this card. I do think, in terms of free options, you have more at your disposal right now. This card isn't free, but 2,000 stubs might as well be. I do think this Tanner Houck is better. I do think if you play Diamond Quest, this Walker Buehler's better. And that's just Red Sox. That's strictly talking Red Sox. If you go to like the full array of pitching, let's see who else would be better for free. Scherzer, maybe not Scherzer. Messina, I'd use Messina over Buchholz. Schultz, I'd probably use over Buchholz. Not to say that you're not already. I'm just giving you more options. Zach Wheeler over Buchholz, probably. 20K. His price come down a little bit. Arrieta, I don't really love Arrieta myself, but I'd probably use him. Max Fried ain't expensive. He's pretty okay. No cutter, though. Yeah, you know, there are plenty of fellas here that you could use if you're unsure. Ultimately, don't pitch with someone you're unsure about. Ubaldo is comparable. Tom Glavine's free. Comparable. And a lefty. Plenty of guys, you know, but ultimately use who you like. If you want to try Buchholz and you kick ass with them, tell me to shut up. Don't listen to me. Use Buchholz. I could see a world where he's effective, and I could also see a world where if we get like a milestone 99 no-hitter Buchholz later in the year, I assume we will. That would be his best version. That card's going to be pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. So I'm excited for that point. But with the 85, Moving on. Our last question today from Crossover with a K, 213. Do you let how you play offline with a card impact how you view it for online play? This is such an interesting question, and I think it's just worth putting out there. So good question, Crossover. Do I let how a card performs online dictate my thinking? No, not performs. But going offline with a new card, a new pitcher, a new hitter, and just feeling them out is awesome for when you actually get into an online competitive setting. You know what to expect. I want to try, for example, was it last week or the week before? I did a Steve Carlton video. I think it was the week before. Steve Carlton, new legend to the game. I had never used him when he was previously in the game. So I used him a pretty good amount offline. I wanted to get a feel for him. I wanted to get a feel for his new delivery that we have not used. It was just a good training ground for me. That's all it was, a training ground. I don't dictate results offline because offline results aren't real. They don't matter. The computer doesn't play the same way as human beings do. So by doing that, I learned that he's funky. I learned that his slider is, in fact, very good. I learned that his sinker sometimes is not, just based on its pitch shape and how it misses spots all the time. So I think that is extremely valuable. There are always conquest maps out. There's mini seasons. There's Diamond Quest. If you are, thinking somebody might be worth your time for online, for weekend classic, for ranked, for whatever, but you're not 100% positive, go give them a try. It's especially good for trying out new relievers you've never used because they all pitch from the stretch and it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. A lot of the guys that are meta bullpen guys right now are guys we've all used. The exception for some might be Darren O'Day. Justin Martinez is kind of newer to the scene, but pretty much all these other guys are ones we're familiar with. But Jordan Zimmerman was another guy I used offline, just because he was new. So there is definitely value in taking pitchers offline. For hitters, it's a little harder, right? Because they only hit once every 9 times, because you got to let everybody else also get a shot to hit. But get somebody new like Ted Simmons, lead them off. Just guarantee yourself the at-bat early. Maybe guarantee yourself a second or third one. And feel things out. Not everybody is hyper-competitive. Not everybody wants to sweat online play, so some people don't care. And that's fine. It's your prerogative. Do whatever you enjoy. You just want to get a new card and immediately test them in ranked, you could do that. Because I care about my record and I care about, like, being semi-competitive. I don't want to sweat every game, but I want to be competitive. I want to feel things out. I want to try things out. So that's why I take some people offline and do that. So yes, crossover, it is a great idea. I think more people should do it. It can be the make or break thing. I keep voice cracking. It can be the make or break thing between, yes, this card is worth my time, or no, this card is not. Thank you guys for making it to the end of this video. More on the Weekend Classic, like I said, in tomorrow's podcast. If my voice is still like this, because I have to record it later tonight, it might be a little bit shorter of a podcast, but I still have thoughts on the Weekend Classic. So, more questions in the comments, more questions in the Discord. Join the Discord, and that is that. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.